Hello again, YouTube. Another Blu-ray DVD update. Only one DVD this go around. A lot of these Blu-rays you may have, if you watch my videos, you may have seen before from a Blockbuster visit I made where I got a buttload of Blu-rays for pretty cheap. So, but there's some new ones in here as well that from some other purchases I've made. First of which, I believe this is from a Best Buy purchase. This is a Western 2-pack, The Man from Laramie and Desperado. Yeah, Desperados. Man from Laramie I've seen before with Jimmy Stewart and liked it okay. And Desperados I have not seen. It was $2 on BestBuy.com, and I pulled the trigger because they also had White Squall on Blu-ray for $2, and a $2 Blu-ray, and it's a movie that I remember seeing back in the day and liking, so I thought that was a decent pickup. So I got those, like I said, from BestBuy.com. And the next three movies are from Big Lots. They had a 20% off coupon day a couple weeks ago, I forget when, and my Big Lots had some Blu-rays that were marked at $5, so after the coupon I got them for $4 each. And first of which is Feast, directed by John Gulager. I'm a big fan of Project Greenlight, so I had followed the making of this movie on season 3 of Project Greenlight, which needs to come out on DVD or Blu-ray, whichever. It hasn't been released. And enjoy this movie for what it was and with the background. I just always found that interesting. And the next one is The Mist. Frank Darabont directed the Stephen King story. I had seen this when it first came out on video way back when, and wasn't really impressed, but I've heard good things about the black and white version of this, and I thought for $4 I'd give it a shot just to see if my opinion has changed on it. A lot of times the initial viewing of something, you know, for whatever reason, you may not like it, but I'm all about second chances, so I look forward to giving that another spin. And then 1408, I remember seeing this in the theater and thought it was pretty solid, kind of spooky thriller. Again, another Stephen King story. So I was happy to find that for $4. And then, let's see, the next two movies, is that right? The next two movies I think were Upgrade and Save from Best Buy. Next three movies. Upgrade and Save from Best Buy. Seven, I got tired of holding out for the Digibook to find a good price on it. And to be honest with you, I've never been crazy about this cover art, both on this and the Digibook. So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on this $5 after the Upgrade and Save coupon, which as I'm making this video, it's still going on. If you're not familiar with it, you bring in any DVD that has the original artwork with the case and turn that in, and you get a $5 coupon towards any Blu-ray that's $9.99 or above. Yeah, so any junky DVD you've got, doesn't matter if it's an old exercise video or whatever, you can take that in, and I usually find stuff at the dollar store or something like that to trade in. Alright, again, Best Buy Upgrade and Save. Jackie Brown, which I did not own and had missed out on previous Upgrade and Saves, so happy to get that for $5. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I look forward to checking that out. Vacation, again, $5 after Upgrade and Save. Was interested in this because evidently it includes a new 80-some minute documentary that is new, so I look forward to checking that out and watching Vacation again. Good old-fashioned 80s comedy. Here we're getting to the Blockbuster purchases I had made. Jeff Who Lives at Home, which is a movie I had originally seen on Netflix Instant Watch and was surprised how much I liked it. So glad to pick that up. Again, these Blockbuster DVD or Blu-rays ended up being about $4 and change because they had a buy one get one free sale going on, and that was what the average price ended up being. The Raven, again, another kind of under the radar movie that I thought was pretty decent. Thriller from the guy who directed V for Vendetta. And I enjoyed it for what it was. Just a cool Saturday afternoon kind of movie you throw in, and like I said, nice little thriller. Chronicle, which I enjoyed. I have some problems with it, but the battle there at the end more than makes up for some of the kind of logic issues I have with some of the ways that the characters behave. And generally anything with superhero powers and things like that I kind of enjoy anyway. So I was happy to find that. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. This was a blind buy for me from Blockbuster, and I have watched it since and really enjoyed it. Just a quirky comedy about the end of the world, just like it says. And I just enjoyed the quirkiness, and I also enjoy it's strange. It has this ability to turn from quirky humor to, by the end, it's actually pretty dramatic. Some heartfelt drama towards the end about wanting to be loved and have somebody in life. So well, it was pulled off pretty well. The Amazing Spider-Man. Again, we're still on Blockbuster Blu-ray purchases here, and blind buy, and again, another one I enjoyed. I didn't think it was, the best movie in the world. Again, some minor quibbles with it, but by the time you get to like the fight with the lizard and all that stuff, I dug it enough to keep it. So happy to have that. I think I enjoyed it more than the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, which had their moments, but overall, they never really won me over. And then the Will Ferrell, Zach Galifianakis comedy, The Campaign, another blind buy, and another one I enjoyed. Any movie that has babies getting punched in the face, deserves to be on my shelf. Now let me just put a disclaimer out there. I am not pro baby punching. It was just a joke. Alright, let's move on. Speaking of punch in the face, Killer Joe. Another blind buy, and I had always heard things about this, about being a crazy movie. It's known for being one of the rare NC-17 movies, which I don't get the rating at all. It's if you've seen the movie and you know the scene that's controversial, when you think about it, it's just so silly and over the top. There's no way that there's so many more graphic things that could deserve an NC-17 rating, and this anyway, so if you haven't seen this, it's best to go in with no knowledge whatsoever. Just know that it's a kind of a neo-noir from William Friedkin, and that's all you pretty much need to know, and enjoy the ride from there. Alright, moving on. Another blind buy, another Blockbuster purchase, Flight, with Denzel Washington, and I enjoyed this movie as well. Another, I thought I had bought a lot of movies that were blind buys from Blockbuster, obviously, and I was just pleased one after the other after I kind of went on a little marathon watching those movies. And another one that pleased me, it's, again, kind of an interesting structure. The big climactic thing happens at the beginning. This isn't a spoiler. Everybody should know this. It's about a plane crash, basically, that Denzel Washington's character, because of some maneuvers he makes, saves a lot of lives. Not every life, but a lot of lives in the way he lands the plane. And then from there, it's the fallout of that. And kind of a character study of how he deals with that, and it's really good. So there you go, there you have it. That's my lame review of it. Another blind buy, another movie I was pleased with, Contagion, Steven Soderbergh. It's again another interesting movie in the way that it's structured, and that you don't have a main character that you're really with throughout the whole movie. You're kind of going from different characters as this outbreak is happening, and the consequences, and so I guess it's more of that disaster movie type genre of film, but pulled off really well. I really enjoyed it. Alright, and then this was an animated film that I enjoyed quite a bit. It's the Aardman Studios, who do the Wallace and Gromit things, Creature Comforts, all of which I've enjoyed. Chicken Run. Their claymation and puppet animation has always been really the top of the line of that type of animation. And this is right up there with them. Just very well done, and enjoyed it. Another animated film I enjoyed, Hotel Transylvania. I knew very little of this. I had just seen a couple of scenes while I was walking in a store one day, and it looked kind of funny to me. And I had seen the trailer, and it actually looked kind of funny. Adam Sandler these days is kind of a black mark on the movie for me, because just the crap that he keeps turning out. I liked his early stuff, but lately the movies have not been so good. But this is a nice nice change here. And I think part of it probably has to do with who directed it, which I didn't know until the end credits, that it's, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It was directed by Jindy Tartakovsky. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's a name I've seen in print many times, and that's because he's done things like Samurai Jack, the Clone Wars, the traditional animated series, not the digital computer animated series, but the Clone Wars, which I enjoyed quite a bit, and I think he did Dexter's Laboratory, things like that. So I knew he was an interesting animation director, and then to see his name in the end credits kind of made sense. The way in which it's animated is a lot of over-the-top gestures that sets it apart from other animated films. I just enjoyed it. Just a good old-fashioned fun animated flick. Okay, so that's all the Blockbuster movies that I ended up keeping. If you had seen that haul, there's probably a few other titles that I had purchased that I watched and didn't like enough to keep, so I used those as trade-ins. So I can't remember them off the top of my head. This next movie is from a pawn shop, that same trip, Ratatouille, and I forget how much I paid for this, but it was, I think it was around $7, which is, for a Disney film, is a good price, and I didn't have this one yet. I'm a huge Pixar fan, so I had to own it. And the case has been replaced. For those who saw that video, you know that there's a story about me being concerned about how sterile the actual case was from the pawn shop. If you want to know the story behind that, go find the video. Well, moving on, from Wal-mart. Yes, Wal-mart. Letters from Iwo Jima. These were, for a short time, they had a display of $6 Blu-rays. And I remember enjoying this movie more so than the other movie that came out along the same time. Also directed by Clint Eastwood. It was kind of the companion movie. The name is escaping me. Letters from Iwo Jima. Flags of Our Fathers. Flags of Our Fathers I did not really enjoy. But this one I did. End of story. And they also had The African Queen for $6. I thought that was a steal. So another classic on the shelf, which pleases me. Alright, so those are my latest pickups. Let me know what you think. If you think the movies are crap, if you think they're great, if you think there's something within the vein of these types of movies you think I should like that maybe I haven't seen, you know, whatever you want to talk about. Just comment below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hey, be good to one another. Why did I say that? Because I could never think of how to end these videos. So here's a way to end this video, is by saying, I don't know how to end these videos.